وهو العزيز الحكيم. ولقد أرسلنا موسى بآياتنا أن أخرج قومك من الظلمات إلى النور وذكرهم بأيام الله إن في ذلك لآيات لكل صبار شكور. وإذ قال موسى لقومه اذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ أنجاكم من آل فرعون يسومونكم سوء العذاب ويذبحون أبناءكم ويستحيون نساءكم وفي ذلكم بلاء من ربكم عظيم. وإذ تأذن ربكم لئن شكرتم لأزيدنكم ولئن كفرتم إن عذابي لشديد. وقال موسى إن تكفروا أنتم ومن في الأرض جميعا فإن الله لغني حميد. ألم يأتكم نبأ الذين من قبلكم قوم نوح وعاد وثمود والذين من بعدهم لا يعلمهم إلا الله جاءتهم رسلهم بالبينات فردوا أيديهم في أفواههم وقالوا إنا كفرنا بما أرسلتم به وإنا لفي شك مما تدعوننا إليه مريب. صدق الله وصدق رسوله النبي الأمي الكريم. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, the previous surah, Surah Ar-Ra'd, the last ayah said, وَيَقُولُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا لَسْتَ مُرْسَلًا. That the kuffar and disbeliever, they say to you, O Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, you are not a messenger. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you don't need their testimony. Tell them, kafa billahi shahidan baini wa bainakum wa man indahu ilmul kitab. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sufficient a witness that He says that you are my messenger. So the connection and irtibat of this surah, Surah Ibrahim, which I started today, the connection is that in the very beginning Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that we have sent down to you the book, which means that you are a messenger. So thus, this surah is connected with Surah Ar-Ra'd. And again, it started with Muqatta'at. The book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for academic purpose and interpretation, we classify its ayat in different ways to make the people to understand. So one classification is that ayat of Quran are of three types. One we call it muhkamat. The second one we call it mutashabihat. And the third one we call it muqatta'at. So regarding its understanding, muhkamat are those ayat where the meaning and the sense both, sense mean application, where the meaning and application both are known to whom? To one who knows literary Arabic language, not Arabic language, literary Arabic language, which is used in literature. So he knows the meaning and he knows the sense of that ayah that is called muhkam. For that ayah, he is in no need of a teacher. But the second one, that is mutashabihat. Mutashabihat has more than one meaning, literally. Number one, the doubted one. There is no doubt in the ayat of Quran. Number two, the resembled one. All the ayat of Quran, they have resemblance with one another. And the third, the confusing one, this is meant here. That the ayat, which are confusing in a sense, that the meaning is known to one who knows literary language. But for sense and application, he is bound to approach a proper alim of Quran and Sunnah, who knows all about Quran and Sunnah. Then he can explain and interpret it in a proper way, how it to be applied. Otherwise, there's ayah in Quran, وَمَنْ كَانَ فِي هَذِهِ أَعْمَى فَهُوَ فِي الْآخِرَةِ أَعْمَى. This is a confusing ayah. What it means? Whosoever is a blind here in this world, he will be blind in the hereafter. Does it make sense to you? That why? What crime he has done? He did not have eyes here. He will not be having it there in the hereafter. Got it? So this is a confusing ayah. You have to approach a alim that what it means. So he will tell you that the one who made himself blind from the deen of Allah, he is not looking at it. He will be blind there in the hereafter. And thus, he would be thrown there in the hellfire. Got it? And number three, the muqatta'at, where neither the meaning is known to anybody, nor the sense and application. And that's why the mutaqaddimin, they say, Allahu a'lamu bi muradihi bi dhalika. Alif lam mim, alif lam ra, alif lam mim ra, ha mim ain sin qaf, kaf ha ya ain sad, in the beginning of 29 surahs. How many? 29 surahs. Actually, the alphabets in Arabic language, how many? 28. Yes, that's right. 28. So now, but 29 also, because there is one thing which is called alif, and the other thing is called hamza alif. So thus that is 29. So this is not a coincidence. There's another miracle of Quran, that on 29 surahs in the beginning, the muqatta'at are there. But these muqatta'at which are there in the beginning of surah, if you will calculate it, so these are 14 in number, half of the alphabet. So all these things are not coincidence. What is this? Miracle. What is this? This is a miracle. Half of the alphabet in 29 surahs, which is the whole and entire number of the alphabets in Arabic language. Now, regarding muqatta'at, as I told you, Allahu a'lamu bi muradihi bi dhalika, Allah knows very well what he meant with. But the secondary meaning, or can be, as we say, can be. It can be. Its meaning can be. So we call it tawil. What do we call it? Tawil. So it's not tafsir. And thus, every alim, since the time of Sahaba, Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in, they used to give this tawil interpretation to these muqatta'at, but keeping in view the surah concerned and its subjects and themes as well. Like, let me tell you, Surah Al-Baqarah, it starts with what? Alif Lam Mim. Alif Lam Mim. You have to stretch it. Alif Lam Mim. So now, Alif Lam Mim Muqatta'at. But Ibn Abbas says, radiyallahu ta'ala, that it has more than one meaning, ta'wil, not tafsir. That Allahu lutfuhu wa mannuhu. Alif, Allah. Lam, lutfuhu. Mim, mannuhu. That Allah, His favor and grace is Zalik al-Kitab. He explained it like this. Allah, His favor and grace to entire humanity is this book which He has sent. Another ta'wil, which is given by Ibn Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he said that Alif, abbreviation of Allah, abbreviation of Allah, and Lam, abbreviation of Latif, and Mim, abbreviation of Mannan. So he says Allahu Latif and Mannan. Allah is the one who is giving His grace and mercy to people. Yes, that's a complete sense which this has given. Yes, Tabi. Also, he said that Allah is the Alif is the abbreviation of Allah. Lam is the abbreviation from Jibreel, because the last letter of Jibreel is Lam, and Mim is abbreviation of Muhammad. So Allah, Jibreel, Muhammad. This is the narration chain of this Quran. As in Hadith, we say حدثنا فلان قال حدثنا فلان عن نافع عن ابن عمر عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. That the compiler, like Imam Malik, he says حدثني نافع. This hadith has been related to me by my Sheikh Imam Nafi, and to him by his Sheikh Abdullah ibn Umar. And Abdullah ibn Umar said that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said so and so. Got it? That was not it. Yes. Imam Bukhari, rahmatullahi alayhi, his narration chain. Sometime for one hadith, there are 7 links between him and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Means 7 teachers. The last one is the Sahabi who is narrating from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Sometime that is 6, sometime that is 5, sometime that is 4, and there are 24 hadiths. We call it Sulasiyat of Imam Bukhari, where the links between Bukhari and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam are 3 only. That's why it's called Sulasiyat. It's called what? Sulasiyat. So anyhow, and to tell you another, look at me, to tell you another Latifa. Latifa means a very beautiful point. And that is that out of these 24 Sulasiyat, Imam Bukhari has taken directly from the student of Abu Hanifa or the student of the student of Abu Hanifa. Like Zahak ibn Mikhlad Abu Asim al-Nabil, he is the direct student of Imam Abu Hanifa. Rahmatullah. 17 out of these 24, he has learned from Zahak ibn Mikhlad Abu Asim al-Nabil. So anyhow, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam. Now, Alif Lam Mim. So this is narration chain. How we got this Quran? So Allah has given it to whom? To Muhammad. Through whom? Through Jibreel. This is narration chain. So here we narrate it. Yes, we have taken it from our own teachers, like the sanad which I give to ulama regarding tafsir. Between me and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in one narration chain, there are 32 links. In another narration chain, 33 links. In another narration chain, 34 links. And thus, through these mashayikh and ulama, we go to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam took it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is called sanad or narration chain. And Imam Muslim rahmatullahi alayhi, in the beginning of his Sahih, he has given us a muqaddimah. And that muqaddimah or preface is very lengthy and full of knowledge. So there he is talking about the importance of sanad and narration chain in Deen and Sharia. Amir al-Mu'mineen fil Hadith, Abdullah ibn Mubarak rahmatullahi alayhi. Who is called Amir al-Mu'mineen fil Hadith? Amir al-Mu'mineen, as you know, Amir al-Mu'mineen is a term which is used for a ruler. for an authority. So he is considered authority in ilm al-hadith. Abdullah ibn Mubarak, rahmatullahi alayhi. And once again, a very beautiful point. He was the student of Abu Hanifa, rahmatullahi alayhi. But when Abu Hanifa passed away, so he joined Imam Malik. So he is the student of two great Imam, Abdullah ibn Mubarak, rahmatullahi alayhi. So Abdullah ibn Mubarak, he says, لولا الإسناد لقال من قال ما قال. If isnad and narration chain was not the base, so then everybody was supposed to say whatever he wants, and he will say Rasulullah said it. And people did it. We call it fabricated. Is that what? Mawdu'at and fabricated in ulama like Imam Zahabi or Mullah Ali al-Qari. They have written books specifically in mawdu'at, that what are fabricated hadiths are lies which people put on Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam for their own agenda. Because human, since day one, everybody has his own agenda or not? Say, yes, this is the guy in Syria who ran away. The coward guy, yes, maybe that's a zalim. He was a great zalim, la'anahullah. His father was a great zalim, la'anahullah. So anyhow, that guy, he had his own agenda. And based on his own agenda, he gave all the points to that here is weapon, there are ships, and there are aeroplanes, and just hit it. And they hit it or not? Say, these are shayateen. Say, la'anahumullah. Say, now, we are too emotional. We say, oh, so now Imam Mahdi came up. Brother, hold on. Yes, later on you will disclose that what the story behind. But we, the Muslims, we are becoming emotional very soon. So anyhow, my dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, Alif, Lam, Mim. So Allah has given it. And furthermore, inshallah, وصلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه محمد وآله وأصحابه أجمعين برحمة الله.
الله أكبر الله